An enemy that renders your visions useless. This forest holds many surprises, not least creatures we've never seen before. And now we know there is another who can use the Monado.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet him.
So you weren't just having a sneaky nap then?
No!
I'm just saying. You and Dunban are the only ones I know that can wield the Monado. How would this guy know how?
Okay, locked and loaded. Everyone, stand back.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, she's coming round. All thanks to our medic.
Are you okay?
Where am I?
Everything's fine. You're gonna be...
Get your hands off me!
Ah! Hey, watch it!
Forgive me. I did not mean to...
Sorry if we surprised you.
Are you the ones who helped me?
Well, something like that.
Excuse me. My name is Melia. Forgive my indiscretion. I have not had the pleasure of coming into contact with the male Homs.
Coming into contact?
Hey, Shulk, you're creeping this lady out.
Shut up, Ryan.
This large one is far worse.
Me?
Melia, is it? How did you get here then? What, is there no one with you?
I must apologize, but my situation does not concern you. And I shall not be divulging anything to common passers-by.
Duly noted, your ladyship. But if I were to be so bold, I'm guessing that you didn't come here alone. And you weren't just taking an afternoon nap.
And what, may I ask, are you doing here? It is rare to see Homs venture this deep into Machna Forest.
We're traveling to the head of the Bionis. We've got a long journey ahead of us.
The head of the Bionis?
We were just figuring out how to get there when we found you.
I see. Then permit me to return the favor by aiding you in your quest.
Really?
There is only one path to the head of the Bionis. It is the path that leads to Erith Sea.
So, this Erith Sea is at the head of the Bionis.
If you would be kind enough to escort me out of the forest, I will show you the way.
You do that? Thank you, Melia. I'm Shulk. Pleased to meet you.
Shulk? Ah, yes. Likewise.
She's a bit high and mighty. But she's a Homs too, right? Why is she here alone?
Ain't got a clue. Ask her yourself. I'm not good with her posh accent.
We shall travel to the Nopon village.
Nopon village? That's where we've been heading. We reckon it's our best chance of making it to the top.
Since inhabiting the region, the Nopon have been a great help. You can travel to Erith Sea from their village.
It's settled. We'll make our way to the Nopon village.
Very well. The Nopon inhabit a giant tree. If we follow this trail, we will be safe.
Alright, so now we have a new member added to our party. And, oh well, I guess we also have a tutorial popping up before I can even get the intro in. But yeah, for Machna Forest onwards, we will encounter monsters with the Spike ability. These monsters can automatically deal damage and inflict debuffs on party members in certain circumstances. Spike damage cannot be lessened by increasing physical defense or ether defense. So yeah, spike defense is completely irrelevant from all the other types of defense that we have. So if you see any type of attacks that you get in purple, that's the spike effect. And up there at the top of the little enemy bar, if you see those little purple waves, that means the enemy does spike damage. But there's 3 different types of spike abilities. There's counter spikes, which monsters deal damage or inflict debuffs when attacked, so much like our spike gems do for us. The down spike, the monsters deal damage or inflict debuffs when suffering from topple. And then we have the close spike, which deals damage or inflicts debuffs if a party member gets too close. Kind of like what we saw from the immovable Gonzalez back on the bonus leg, which is funny enough what image they're showing for that. But yeah, so the spike ability always shows that topple isn't always really your goal in battles. We can also bear in mind that counter spike abilities can be neutralized by inflicting topple. So the counter spike can be removed by inflicting topple, but any topple spike abilities can be gotten rid of by inflicting daze, but that's a little bit risky. So like I said, topple isn't always your goal in every fight. But Monado Purge will neutralize the spike ability, and spike defense gems reduce spike damage, so those are pretty important. But we do have a new landmark and an Opon arc. But what's up everybody, my name is Connor, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, we made our way here into Magna Forest, found the unconscious girl Melia, who I do actually want to add to our party because she's a brand new member, and I kind of want to show off what she can do. And I think actually the best way that we can do that is actually heading over into the, let's see, where is it? I don't even remember. I guess it's the tutorial menu. Yeah, and battle tactics, Melia. So this is Melia. My talent art is elemental discharge. Don't laugh. If I summon an elemental, I can use this art without worrying about the talent gauge. Remember, each elemental discharge refills the talent gauge. Once again, just don't laugh. When my talent gauge reaches its maximum, I automatically enter a burst state and my concentration increases. Elemental discharge does more damage during a burst, which is most helpful. Please just don't laugh. Anyway, my arts are quite special. It's particularly tricky to use my summoning arts, such as Summon Bolt and Summon Flare. Let me see if I get this straight. While the elemental is summoned, it grants buffs, then dismissing them deals damage, right? Indeed, so it's best if I support everyone else by granting buffs, and then fire off an elemental at the end. Right, if you just launch an all-out attack, Ryan will probably find it hard to draw the monsters. Aggro is his job. Yeah, so Melia basically has different kinds of arts, and I'll be able to show them off in just a moment. And actually, really quick, we have some equipment to do, because Melia actually comes with some item slots. We can't change her hat, though, which is quite interesting. We can't change what she's wearing, though I do want to go in and moose around with her equipment. So I'm gonna see. We don't have obviously any other type of weapons for her, but we'll be getting those later on. But she's got some slot stuff and things, and that was not what my intentions were. Anyway, I just scroll down and there's Melia in a very a different outfit. But anyway. I'm going to adjust some of our characters and our equipment and things like that, and I'll get right back. Actually, some things I want to point out while I'm doing this is that Melia actually can't wear any medium equipment. She can only wear light equipment, so that's just something to point out and something important to note, that that's just something you're not going to be able to do with her, at least for now. But don't worry, we'll be able to do that quite a bit later. So I still want to add some quick step gems because we'll be using her for quite a while. But yeah, I'm going to come back ahead once I've kind of completed up all my changes that I want to make. Alright, so this is Melia now. A lot of Ether Up gems. Obviously, if you couldn't tell quite yet, she is an Ether user, and having Ether Up gems on her is one of the best things that you can do. If you can load her up with Ether gems, she can do insane amounts of damage all at once, and it's pretty incredible. Shulk, obviously, we got rid of his Agility Up. I'm sorry, it's quick step gems, so we added some agility ups and some more strength gems. So Shulk's just doing a lot of damage for us, and he's basically our glass cannon. Dunban, nothing really changed other than, obviously, I think I added some more agility up to him as well. Other than that, nothing really changed. Charla, had to give her an Ether Up 1 and Agility Up 1 gem. Obviously, though, as you can tell, she's kind of becoming a bit obsolete, and I'll explain a little bit why later, and you guys will just kind of see. Like Electric, eventually I'm going to end up moving some of these, like Electric Plus, and different things like that over to her a little bit later on, but or at least to Melia, because now we have another Ether user. Having Charla as one of the only other party members that can actually attack enemies is kind of gone. Really quickly though, now that we can actually walk back here, this is a location that we can explore. This is the contaminated area. I don't know why the game never allowed us to do this the first time we were here. But yeah, I did want to grab that. But we do have this like waypoint passage here that we can take now. This Napon Arc. And we can continue on forward. These guys aren't going to see us. No worries there. I'm not worried about that item orb, honestly. I just kind of want to continue along the path ahead because there's some more enemies up ahead that we'll be able to take on for some monster quests that we got in the last episode. And there's a lot of progress that I'd like to make. Since this Dinos is up here, I'd like to show off a little bit more of what Melia is like. And once again, she is coming in at the same level as the rest of our party, just a bit weaker. But I want to show you what she's like. So her elemental discharge is actually available to her at all time, and I should have definitely moved a lot of this around. But she can have up to 3 elementals at once. Summon Aqua regenerates nearby allies. Summon Bolt is Ether up to all allies, and then Strength up is the Fire Elemental. She has all those, so all those buffs are on all of our party members all at once, and then eventually she can discharge the last one that she sent out. So that was the water one, I believe, and then and she'll discharge up to 3 at a time and continuously do that pretty easily. So yeah, Melia's very good. So for Melia, your main goal, and I need to move around her arts and things like that, so just at least in the way that I think it's best. I like having these over here. Healing gift sacrifices HP for from one of her own friends to hers, and she also has more arts than I think we can even. No, actually I'm wrong about that, never mind. Burst end is fine, spear break on the end, hypnotize, shadow stitch. So let's do it like this, and I'll show off what all these kind of do, and we'll take some time a little bit later to explore some of the other things from our other party members. Skill tree though, she has Serenity, which improves her agility, this Honesty, which improves critical hit rate, and then Reliability, which improves physical defense. I'm actually going to switch over to physical defense because the first art that she learns is increased ether. So like I said, she's an ether user. Very, very good. You're going to want to use her. Allows medium equipment to be equipped. Actually, that's going to be very good. I need to equip that to her. Grants physical defense up. Also very good. Greatly increases aggro when no armor is equipped. Don't think we really need that. And same thing from Charla here. Anything else that we can add, though? For our other party members. And it seems so, actually. Restores HP to an encouraged ally. What else can we do? Anything from Charlotte here. Increased agility, always active, always nice to have. And yeah, so nothing really here. Anything here? Agility up buff at the start of battle with higher level enemies. Medium equipment to be equipped, though I think it's not really that big of a deal. I just added it anyway. Increased HP from received from healing arts. It's actually probably really good. I'd like to remove that skill. At least I think that's what that does anyway. Nothing to add for Charla. Doesn't seem anyway. We can allow her to equip heavy armor, but that's not really that useful. Okay, nothing there that I want to add. And then here, a boost strength when at max HP. Increases chance of fever when crafting a gem. That's actually probably really good, especially if they're both doing it. That's probably really good. Nothing here, just more medium equipment, and nothing there either. Alright, so all that's done. I hate to take up that much time doing all this, but it is kind of important to go through this stuff. So yeah, her art's pretty self-explanatory. I'll get into explaining more of them here in just a moment. I guess we'll take on this plasma Danos here. So obviously she can sacrifice her HP. She also has Hypnotize, which is inflicts sleep, which is just like Charla's same version. Great for crowd control. She also has Shadow Stitch, which inflicts bind on an enemy, which means the enemy can no longer move. Great if you need to run away. And then she also has Spear Break. Knocks the enemy back, inflicting slow. So it's got a little bit of knockback and inflicts slow. So when her elementals reach full, we can do a chain attack with Melia. Elemental Discharge is going to be really good. And then Shulk can do this. And then Gale Slash. And they actually already took it down, so I haven't really been able to show it off yet. We'll have to see if we can find a stronger enemy maybe. Or maybe I've just got such good equipment that it's kind of hard to show off. Let's see here. So we had to send out all of these, and then we can eventually send them in. So we get these buffs for our party, and then discharge. As we discharge, it starts to fill up the party gauge a little bit. So it's Flare, Inflicts Blaze, and the first one, Aqua. Actually, it restores a little bit of HP, and then Summon Bolt just does a ton of damage. As you can see, it just does quite a lot. And I would like to show it off if I can, so maybe we'll just run over Peachy Legs Joint. We're going to need that later on. More Oopas! Yeah, so her little talent gauge here keeps filling up. We use a Summon Bolt here. We'll see this thing slowly fill up. Once it fills up, you'll see there's one R that we can't use, Burst End. Though once we use all of this, she hits a burst stage once this goes up, and she can use Burst End, which reduces the defense of enemies in range. And also, while she does this, any attacks that she does will be increased tenfold. So, like Aqua here is going to do a lot more damage. Same thing with the Thunder that we're going to do here in just a second. And a lot of these things are just really, really strong. And she actually keeps her burst state in between battles, or she can get very close to having her burst state still in effect. And why? Oh, he's dying, and then... Okay, never mind. Alright, so let's try this again. And so we get to the burst state again. And so in battles where you can like really get close and do things like this, also do more damage, restore more HP, all sorts of different things. It's actually really good. And we can do a ton of damage, as you can see, especially with those Ether Up gems. It's very, very nice. Meditator Gnasher. We actually don't have anyone that can use that item quite yet. And okay, this enemy will eventually go away. And that fish is definitely stuck in a tree. But anyway, enough of me talking about how Melia's attacks and things like that work. There's some more enemies that we should be able to find over here somewhere, I would think. Or at least I thought we found them over here. I guess I could be wrong. Let's just head back. Oh no, it's down here. It's on the main path. I guess I should know that, considering I've played this game before. But I guess sometimes you can't always be kind of in the know or something like that. This is the X watering hole. If you haven't defeated those Anzels yet, now's a great time to do it. But also, we got the Machna Elks here that we're going to need to be fighting here. So let's take on these guys. See what they're all about. So yeah, with Melia, what I recommend is definitely just like summoning all of these at once. It doesn't actually draw aggro, only the attacking part does necessarily. Her auto attack goes off from a distance. And we'll send off the Bolt first. Aqua, Blaze, and then Aqua. And so you want to do these kind of as the elementals come back in. I'd also like to Hypnotize. And also Inflict Bind if I can. Get right up in here, Inflict Bind, make sure these enemies aren't going anywhere. So also summon Flare. And just kind of support the team. And then you can just kind of sit back and watch as they do tons of damage, have regeneration, all sorts of things like that. At least as long as we're close. We have to stand close to them in order for them to get the same effect. So, I'll just kind of stand here, not take any damage, and let them go basically as crazy as they want to, until I want to discharge. And it's usually best to do that as the start to fill back up. And so that we can do Summon Bolt, Summon Aqua, and Summon Flare. Or Summon Aqua, as she likes to say, in like a very strange way. But anyway. And we can just kind of sit here. I need to stay next to Shulk. He needs to do some regenerating here of his health. Let's do a discharge. Plus, it's very good for chain attacks because her attacks always chain up with everyone else's. So if I want to do Gale Slash here, it always lines up with everyone else's. So it just kind of works out well. We do have some chest here, thin blood. That's kind of gross. Anyway. Forest Sniper. I don't think that's any better than what we have. But we have some more elks here that we can take care of, so let's do this. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to focus our efforts and then change target, so we'll inflict sleep, and then Shulk's going to immediately wake it up. Okay, never mind. We'll at least bind them here. So now they can't do anything, and then we'll just move over here, make sure our team gets the full effects of our things here. So we got Ether up, which might help Shulk in some instances. Not really Dunban as much, but then also regeneration and strength up is a big deal. And actually, that's already it. Those guys are done. We'll fight this last one. We can also do burst in, because we're now in our burst state, or I thought we were. I guess not. Oh no, it restarted for some reason. I don't know why it started over. I never got to even do anything. Here's a spear break here. I've not had to use this art healing gift at all. It just takes away some of Melia's HP, which most of the time she's not getting aggroed on anyway, at least if you're playing correctly. And so that's usually pretty good, especially if like Shulk's maybe drawing some more aggro than you'd like for him to. That's really, really helpful. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I want to show off with Melia. And yeah, there's some giant ether crystals around here. That's actually pretty crazy. Scarlet ladybugs, some different things. We're starting to get to the point where enemies are about the same level as us. So if any see me, like this guy will, I'm just gonna fight them. We actually haven't fought the Danos before, but it's like kind of like a double-headed dragon or dinosaur in a way. But it's not really, because the second head is actually like disconnected from the main one. It just kind of, it's like a baby almost that sits on top of its head, really, is actually what happens. But yeah. So, alright, let's do this. So we'll put this guy to sleep. Use a chain attack. Okay, Banana Purge, not really sure what that was for, but sure. Gale Slash, what the heck. Other one's still asleep, I think. No, he's finally not asleep. But that was actually pretty helpful there. Shulk and Dunban are about to get a level up. Melia's still quite a ways away. But we'll get there. Melia will always be slightly behind, but honestly, as much as I try to get everyone kind of to an even level, it really doesn't matter. I'm not gonna lie, it's really not that big of a deal. We fought Anzels before. Yeah, give me a minute, I'll be right back. Alright, so we defeated that Anzel, and we've got this giant arch here, like, again. This is the Twisted Tree Gate. And there's two paths ahead of us. One leads us directly, if we stay on the main path, it leads us, like, up towards, like, this little area. And then we also have that path down below. Yeah, don't go on the path down below. There's the Terra or Lugas. They're not particularly strong or anything. Like, we could take them on. I'm just not interested in fighting them. Yeah, these guys here, they're just kind of chilling out and whatnot. They are seeing enemies, so if they see us, they will attack us. But we don't have to worry about that. And we got some Napon here. Napon Villager. Project Village is just up ahead. You see red light? Village just past there. And yeah, if we look right over there, in fact, here we are already. Here is Frontier Village, exactly where Melia told us we needed to go. Yeah, but now if we look down there, yeah, this guy here, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, level 96. That's why I recommend not going down there, just, you know, unlike Shulk, just don't do it. Generally not a good idea, but here is Frontier Village, and we got some level ups.
This is the entrance to Frontier Village.
So this big tree is where the Nopon live.
Ah, Bird Lady. Welcome back, Bird Lady.
I wish to speak with the village chief. Will you permit us to enter?
My pleasure, my pleasure.
I shall take you to the village chief. Follow me.
and welcome to Frontier Village. This place looks absolutely incredible, and it's also one of my favorite areas as well, just inside of a giant tree.
Hum hum! Hum here! Hum here! Hum who? Hum who? Hum hum everywhere. Me want touch hum hum. Me want nibble hum hum. Hum hum taste pih. Hum hum scary. Oh.
Nopon of Frontier Village. Melia Antigua has returned. I request an audience with your chief. Chief, will you hear my request?
Melia here. Bird lady here. Melia back. Bird lady back.
Bird lady?
My dear Melia, it's good to see you again so soon. And you look so well. And what of your men?
They are at one with the Bionis. They sacrificed their lives so that I might escape. But this is not my reason for coming. These Homs need your help. Will you be so kind as to listen to their request?
What could a hum-hum need of me?
They require safe passage to Erith Sea.
I see no reason to deny them. And Melia, what of you?
I have unfinished business in this region. Once these Homs are safely on their way, I shall be on mine as well.
That girl. Something's troubling her.
We found her half dead and all alone. But I don't suppose she'll tell us the reason anytime soon.
Maybe we can help. I'll go and talk to her.
Alright, so Melia's actually left our party for now. This is the Sacred Altar, and this is Frontier Village, and just look straight up. Like, I mean, it's kind of hard to, you can't really, but like, let me just go into the map here for a second, because let me show you something. This area has a bottom floor underneath us, and then 8 floors above us. It's absolutely incredible. This place is massive, and I love it. It's just great. It's absolutely fantastic. And the music here is just so inviting. Let's talk to this Chief Dunga. Melia went up to the diving board up at the top. She has a very strong look of determination on her face. Interesting. So now we know where she's gone off to. But yeah, we have some non-named Nopon here that's got some quests for us. So yeah. So this guy wants to take us some Terra Orlugas and things like that. So just basic monster quests, things like that. But there's actually a ton of these inside of the village, and they're not all given out by the same person. Like this is Monster Quest 2 part, like, you know, whatever. But then, like, you know, Monster Quest 1 is gonna be done by a different person, and then, like, you know, Material Quest 1 is by one person, and you get the idea. But I'm actually gonna run around this, at least just the bottom floor here, and I kind of let you guys get accustomed to the music that plays in this area, because it's just so pretty. And it's just so inviting, and I could listen to it all day. So I'll let you guys just take a listen while I speed this up and find out where all these Nopon are, and see what we can find around here. So let me go find these Nopon with all these quests, and I'll cut back when I'm done. Alright, that's all for the day and night music. I showed both of those there. Oh no, actually I just showed the day music, I guess, because I sped up the footage. But yeah, I showed off the daytime music, but I'll let you guys listen to the nighttime music while I walk around and talk. It's basically the same, it's just slower tempo, and it's not as exciting, I guess, but it's still so beautiful. And I just want to do the first floor there, though, of like all these quests and things like that, because this place is quite massive, and I want you guys to kind of explore it with me. There's a shop over there. Nothing really worth buying yet, so we'll just kind of leave it alone. And so, any other quest up here? Yeah, there's one right over here. Let's talk to you. Me love roast potatoes. Afraid of get burnt, though. What about cool potato from land of Hum Hum? Sound like not get burnt if me touch cool potato. Me wish to sample it. So you need to get 2 cool potatoes from Colony 9. I'm sure you already have these, as I do. And that quest is complete. And you also may have noticed while we were speeding up the footage, I completed 2 other quests from right here inside of Central Bionis. And also, if I go to the affinity chart, I guess I want to show this off. That both already level 2. Central Bionis consist of physical protect 2. Lots of different items here that I can trade for. Anyway, Central Bionis is considered anything that's not Colony 9 or Colony 6. So Satoral Marsh and Magna Forest and Frontier Village all are considered part of the same area. So that's just something to note there. But yeah, I completed 2 other quests. So here inside of Frontier Village, Material Quest 1 and Collection Quest 1. Oh no, Collection Quest 1 is what we did. Collection Quest 2, Pure Cherries. I happened to have enough of those, and the Magic Stones as well. So yeah, let me, of course, go back to current quest, because we're going to take care of these as we move along. Now, this area can be a bit confusing to like traverse and things like that. There's a lot of different pathways, and you're going to check in both day and nighttime for different quests. So it's nighttime now. I'll come back through later. Probably not in this episode. I mean, we're going to spend more time here and whatnot, doing different things in this area. But, yeah, let's talk to this guy, Dediba. If you remember way back in Satoral Marsh when we got that quest, we need to speak to Dediba to return a red pollen orb. You're too slow. You're too slow. Sorry. Anyway, I had to. Okay, I'm sorry. Do you know how long it's been since I asked you to bring it? Huh? You're not the usual guy. What's going on? Dediba, know why Hum Hum brought it. Hand it over. Come on, now. Rude. I've been waiting for this so long for this. You do a good job to bring it to me. Now. Glad everything worked out. I expect no less from you. I just knew you could do it. It wasn't just me. Everyone helped. Huh? You already finished your job? Now leave me alone. Dediba is very busy. Alright then. Don't be so rude. But yeah, this is a gift. This is what we were heading after way back from Zazadan. I'm sorry, it was the caviar that we got from the red pollen orb. Like I said, forgotten how everything works. And then finally, Dunban got a level up as well. So we're all level 36. I'm sure, except for Melia, who's, well, she's not leveling up with us or anything. She's actually not getting any XP while we explore, which is kind of bad, but, you know, whatever. Ooh, also, I think there's a quest down here. I'm so sorry. I am backtracking and going back on my word a little bit, I guess. Because I said I wouldn't, no. I'd come back through like at night for one and then day for the other quest, because there's a lot of quests here and it's confusing. But yeah, I want to grab, no, not this one. I don't want to grab that quest because it's a named quest. I'd rather do named quests as we can do them. So yeah, I guess back to nighttime we'll go, and I'll continue on with what I was doing, I guess, or how I said I was going about these quests and things, because, you know, certain Alpon appear at certain times of day, so it can be kind of confusing. There's another location here, maybe. Nope. Let's head around this way. Pollen Works level. Anything over here? I also have a landmark for Pollen Works here. Anything over here? Let's see. Just another little alcove out there, which we probably want to head outside to. Because I think if I look around, maybe it's during the day. Let's see here. There should be a Napon out here that, yeah, gives us a quest. Napon Villager. And while you're, like, running at your friend like that, you want to get fire base at your girlfriend, but it get eaten by Tricks. Probably pass safely through gut of Tricks in one piece. Must be lying somewhere near your friends. Please search for it. And we need to find the flower bracelets. Of course, me clean it up before I give it to your girlfriend. Friends look disgusted. Or maybe me just imagine it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little gross, buddy. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually, yeah, it's actually pretty gross. So I think what we want to do now is just kind of continue on up, I guess. Because that was the pollen works over here. And surely there's a path up from here, right? Yeah, this way. So if we can continue rolling around, we'll find more quests to grab, things like that. And this is, where are we? Ricky's house. This must be pretty important dude to have his name kind of plastered everywhere. So must be a pretty important dude, but I don't seem to see him anywhere. Nighttime, any quests or anything? No, actually. So I guess we'll just keep on going, I guess. Archaeology level. I guess as each time I get to a new level, I'm going to check both day and nighttime. Now, there is a quest over here. I do think this is a generic quest. Indeed it is. Me as monster catching expert. I'm not going to read this. Big dinos wants me to fight a dinos hook. Alright, search quest 2. Thanks. That's actually all we need. So I'm not going to read all these. It's kind of long and tedious. I don't want to spend too much time running around collecting all these quests. Anything up here in the day? Doesn't seem like it. Anything outside here at all? There's a little path that goes up. See a little like dragon flying around, but we can't actually attack it or anything. Where does this lead? Top housing level. Okay, let's change the time to night and see if there's anybody out here that we had a quest for us. There's just so many quests around here that it's hard to like pinpoint all of them, I guess. I guess I could also look on the map. It's going to be a little easier as we move between levels and stuff. So, okay, well there's none down here. So we'll just head up again, I guess. And while we do that, we can grab look for the 2 quests that were sitting up here. To the right. As long as it's a generic quest, I guess I should say. Napon Villager, yeah, it's a generic quest. Ash Foxes, and we only have 2 of 4, but not quite all of them. But that's 1 quest. Let's see, where else can we go here? Looking for some more quests. Chief's Residence, okay. We're exploring a lot more than I wanted to. This place can be very confusing. I just want to point that out. Like, I mean, I won't lie to you. It can be very, very confusing. The Mysterious Sanctuary is right over there. And there's Melia real quick, though. I want to head up here. And I know for a fact I have not grabbed all the quests. In fact, there's one up here. But this is the Prophecy Hut. You're going to grab this because it's a good warp point back up to the top of this area if you want to. So it wants 3 Upa Embers from Magna Forest. And I think that's everything, actually. At least the ones that I could find. I guess I could always, like, go to the map, move down the floors and see if I missed anything. Okay, I missed something here on the archaeology level. Is there anything close? Let's go to Ricky's house and see if I can grab those. Before we talk to Melia, I do want to grab as many of these quests as I can, so it should be here on the archaeology level. We just need to simply get all the way around. Up there. I don't know how I missed them. I did see them on my map. I just don't know how I, like, actually missed them. Hopefully these are generic quests, though. Yeah, indeed they are. Actually, we didn't even show up here. Lacy Bluco and the Yellow Flower Grove and Magna Forest only at night. And then Lupa, it's not going to be a generic quest. We'll leave that alone for now. And, let's see, any other levels that we're missing here? That one I just checked. Middle housing level, orb storage, shopping center at Central Plaza, and that's another non-generic quest. Alright, so that's enough for the night time. So this one I have to change it back to day again. Like I said, can't really blame me for, at least I would hope not, for like not having all these quests and like their exact locations, because this place is huge and it's just, I mean, it's hard to, you know, find, I guess. That's for a quest on the 8th floor. Alright, I guess. That's fine. Prophecy Hut. That's where Melia is. We'll go to that a little bit later. Orb storage house. Another quest there. Gonna assume we can warp up here and go down. This is what, Ricky's house again? Yeah. So if I go down here, I don't know why I didn't warp here. That probably would have made more sense, but oh well. Now that it's daytime, continue to head down some levels and figure out what quests we're missing. I'm sure they're non-generic quests, and that's why I skipped them over them, but I need to double check and make sure. Yeah, this one I know for a fact, because I checked that one earlier. It's not a generic quest, and there was one more a little lower down that I also missed. The map will pull into view. Yeah, here it is. And it was right over here, isn't it? Is this a generic quest? It is. So I did miss one. So bash Brucey Zolos near Windmill Pavilion in Magna Forest. The challenge quest 2. Yeah, so lots of quests here. Lots and lots of quests here. And now, why I said it was important to grab the Prophecy Hut, because now I can just simply warp back up there nice and easily. So we're all good there. And so now with all those quests grabbed, I'm sure that's not all of them, and I actually, well, at least for generic quests, I'm sure even still that's not all of them. I guess I could look. Frontier Village, so Monster Quest 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, Challenge Quest 1, 2, 3, Material Quest 1, 2, and 4. Now I do want to mention Material Quest 3, actually, you can't actually get it yet. Now Collection Quest 1, 2, and 3 is fine. Search Quest 1, 2, there may be a third one. But like Material Quest 3 specifically, it's just not available yet. I don't know why they did it like this. Why didn't they just name this one 3 and the one that's not available yet 4? But yeah, we can't actually get the other one yet, so just don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Even if I miss some or for some reason in some way, just, you know, don't worry about it. We will be doing all the quests eventually. None of these are timed or anything like that. They can be done at any point. So no worries there. But let's go talk to Melia.
Melia, you're welcome to come with us. Is it true? Were you alone in the forest?
That thing must be stopped by my hand. This is my pledge to those that have died.
Is it wounded? I see. The Telethia is hurt and lies in rest, wounded by a girl.
Wounded by a girl? You don't mean you're going to fight the Telethia?
How do you know of the Telethia?
When I went to collect the ether crystals, some Telethia attacked me. I managed to destroy them and get away.
You defeated Telethia? Who are you?